We have a camera question. We are both camera freaks, camera fanatics. We spend all too much time talking about cameras, using cameras, and especially buying cameras. So we are in the market, surprise, surprise, for a new camera. So here's the dilemma. We were looking at the EOS R because Ben wants to go mirrorless. So what is it? Just tell. What's the case? Make the case for the Sony.
I mean, it's cropped. EOS R 4K cropped. No 2 SD card slots. No inbuilt body stabilization. Lower lens selection.
Here's the dilemma. We've got the 80D. We've got the 1-400mm, which is a beautiful lens, but we'd have to sell that. Sell the camera, the 80D, sell the lens, 100-400mm, then buy the Sony. has a 100-400.
Yeah,
basically.
well, Sigma does
the
too.
Sigma for the Sony. So what's the choice? What's the game plan right now?
Well, you got the A7
A7 III, which is an older camera, 2018 vintage. When you're talking 2021, middle of 2018's a bit dated. Now they've rumors so far. We've been looking, nobody seems to have a definitive date or knowledge, but apparently an A7 IV is due to come out sometime
late this year probably.
But now here's the catch. This is the big part of the deal, is Ben gets a really nice student discount on Sony, not on Canon. That's really what is tipping the scales, because you're talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
$700 at least for the A7R IV.
Yeah,
it's $400 more than the EOS R, but you get a lot newer camera.
You're getting a lot newer camera. So the choice is, do you buy the Sony a7 III, which is 2018, or do you go ahead and wait for the A7 IV, whatever they're going to call it, equivalent, like later iteration
this year?
That could be this year, possibly, or the other option is the A7R IV, which
has a massive student discount.
So what could you get it new?
New?
Yeah.
I think it's like $2,300 at B&H.
With the student discount.
It's usually $3,000.
It's usually $3,000, so you're talking $700 off.
Right. And you're also talking a couple $100 off of a lot of lenses.
And that's newish.
That's brand new.
Yeah.
You can't even get a used one for that price.
Yeah.
That's a crazy deal.
That's the dilemma. So, I mean, like you say, it's our hobby. It's our thing. We spend way too much time on it, way too much money on it, but it's kind of like everybody has their hobby, their one thing, you know. And it's kind of something that we can do. It's one thing that we found that we both kind of like. Like, I like metal detecting, he doesn't, you know. So this is something that we can both use, both do.
It's a good middle ground. But if you now talk about you selling the Panasonic.
So I've got a Panasonic. We're thinking, so if he goes to Sony, it would only make sense like that I go to Sony so we can use the same lens. And so then I would same batteries. So then I would sell my Panasonic G7. Now, right now we're filming on a Sony a6600. I hate it because of the flip up screen. For vlogging, you need to see what's going on. That's why I went with the Hero 9 instead of Hero 8. It was worth it to get that forward-facing screen so you can see what you're doing. That's the camera setup, as you can see, because the Sony doesn't flip out the sides like the Canon or the Panasonic. Ben's got the little screen down. I can't see it because that is where the mic is, so then you have to there's workarounds, but it's just, you know, just a hassle. Now, what about the R, the A7?
Well, it doesn't have a flip out screen, but the A7 IV may, because the A7S III did, and that came out recently. So, you know, it might, But that's more of a cinema camera. That's more of a filming camera.
Right.
S3.
Which, see, and that comes
So-
into it too. Ben is more into the photography, the stills, I would say. And I'm, of course, more into the video end
So
of
I
it.
don't care about the flip out screen. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, but to you.
But I'm right here filming you anyway, so what's the matter?
Yeah, because 90% of the time you're not.
Yeah.
I'm solo.
I can be.
You know, but I mean, I can work around. I can have the mic side by side with
That's
the
the
camera.
only
I mean,
redeeming quality with the EOS R.
yeah.
That's the only quality.
And I guess, you know, you don't want to go with an older camera just
And
sort
that
of-
is from 2018, yes.
Yeah.
And there's no student discounts on their lenses.
Yeah, that's the killer.
So,
Canon, you got to give student discounts, man. That's just, come on. Help some people out.
it's a huge help.
Yeah. I swear, if you have two geese, you're going to have a fight. So the problem is, you know, you buy the older camera, you have it for a year, you have to get rid of it or want to get rid of it. Now the thing, you know, is 5 years. Who's going to buy it? Technology moves too fast. Nobody wants to buy the older stuff or at least give you anything for it. So that's why I'm thinking A7, what is A7 III, right?
Yeah.
That's why I think the A7 III is just too old already to be considered. So. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm always open to suggestions. What's your camera choice right now? Do you agree, disagree? Something from 2018, too old, still good, worth paying for? It's always great to have the interaction. Until next time, we'll see you.